Welcome to the Book Report, hosted by Tyler Booker, T-Book, University of Alabama, All SEC and All American candidate. I'm AP Stedham, multimedia personality from LA, Lower Alabama. Hey, T-Book, New Haven in the house.
Yes, sir. How are we doing, AP?
Hey, we're doing great, T-Book, doing great. It's been a while, but great to see you. And I know you're excited this past weekend facing your rival, Auburn, at home in Tuscaloosa. Y'all came out with a victory. I think you had so much fun running over to the band.
Oh yeah,
at the end of the ball game.
No, that was a great time. Run over to the band and the fans is just wanted to show appreciation to them, because anybody who's ever been to an SEC game or played in the SEC knows how much the environment can have an effect on the game. And thankfully, we were at home, and our environment definitely had an effect on the game. There were a couple of times where they had some false starts, and a couple of times where they had to call some timeouts because they couldn't get their play in because it was so loud. So whenever we have an opportunity to show love to the fans, I definitely want to take advantage of it, because they have a lot more of an impact on the game than what they think.
I think I'm speaking to the SEC Offensive Lineman of the Week for the third time this season, fourth in your career. Congratulations, T-Book.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And that's just attributed to how hard me and my team work in practice, how hard we go. My coaches, by making sure I'm prepared for every look that we're going to see that week, and my teammates for always pushing me and holding me accountable as well. So shout out to all of them.
Yeah. T-Book, when you were getting ready for this game, you played Auburn at home. You were a freshman, but this is different. You're one of the leaders now. So what was your approach the week before?
Just letting everyone the importance of this game, like how important this game is. And while everybody was caught up in the playoff scenarios and what, like, oh, are we going to get in? Are we not going to get in? Things like that. You kind of lose sight of the game game ahead of us, and which is probably one of the most important games of everyone's career. Like, as an Alabama football player, when you talk to alums, they're always going to ask you your record against Tennessee, LSU, and Auburn. And I'm proud to say when alums come up to me, I'll say I'm 3-0 against Auburn. So
yeah, that's a nice feeling for you. Sure is. It sure is. Hey, T-Book, this game, it's a rivalry game. And I know there's some talking during the game. Do you have fun with the talking? And what's some things you like to do during the game? Because you want to keep your composure as well. But what do you like to do during the game?
Yeah, of course. I really don't focus on too much talking. I'll never initiate it, but I'll never initiate talking. But I'm good for a quick one-liner. Like there was one I was going against number 15, and I believe Jalen broke out of a sack. He said, let's go. We just got a sack. You doing all this blocking, you just got a sack. And Jalen Miller was running. He's like, oh, shoot. I was like, yeah, oh, shoot is right. You better go get him. Little conversation we have like that in the game. It's all in good fun. At the end of the day, we're playing the game, and you just want to have fun doing it. And I feel like I do a great job of that.
Oh, yeah. T-Book, this particular game, what's said by the coaching staff when you play Auburn at the end of the year? Because it's a culmination of the season. You're trying to beat your rival. You're trying to enter the playoffs or maybe compete for the SEC championship. What's said for this Auburn game?
So for the Auburn game, it was really just go 1-0, like the messages for every game, and keeping our composure, because their guys, they were very chatty at the beginning of the week, and we saw that, but we also wanted to acknowledge that and know, okay, this is their MO. They're going to try to get in our heads and get us off our game, and we did a great job of not allowing that to affect us. So because they know they were inferior to us, they had to try and find advantage elsewhere, and that didn't work either. So I'm glad we were able to keep our composure and handle business like we needed to.
Oh yeah. T-Book, do you watch the college football playoff ranking show, or you just wait till it's all determined and you maybe catch up to it later
I'll,
on.
I'll wait till it's all determined because ultimately the
Yeah.
only one that matters is the one on Sunday when everything is set in stone. Up
Yes.
now, the world of college football it's been so crazy. Anybody could lose any given Saturday, so never really put too much focus or attention into the college football rankings that come out on Tuesday. I'm just looking forward to the ones that come out on Sunday because those
T-Book,
are
you look back on your career, you're going to tell your children, grandchildren, I was part of the first, hopefully,
yeah,
part of the
hopefully,
12-team playoff. I mean,
yeah.
that historical moment.
No, it is, and I'm glad to be a part of. I'm glad. Well, I hope to be a part of it, and I feel
Right.
like even though we fell short in a few games, I feel like the goal of the 12-team playoff is to put the best 12 teams in, and I feel like we're definitely one of the best 12 teams in the nation, and especially when we're clicking. And that's the thing that we're focusing on this week and next week, whether we're in the playoffs or not. Like just proving why we are one of the best 12 teams, and really making sure that we are clicking when our time comes.
Yeah. T-Book, at the University of Alabama, they had the most bowl victories. And I think that was always a sense of pride through the years for the team, no matter the record, to finish the season and win another bowl. Because I think maybe University of Southern California was right on the heels of Alabama as far as bowl victories. But is that something that is mentioned either by the coaches or the players or both? Because that is one of the great traditions, I feel, at the University of Alabama.
Yeah, we always want to win bowl games, but at the end of the day, we want to win national championships. And it
Right.
just so happens that bowl games are on the path of winning a national championship. So we definitely take pride in that. We take pride in whatever opportunity we have to take the football field with our brothers.
Mm-hmm. Uh, T-Book, any of your teammates this year really surprised you? Any couple of them when you started out, maybe they were a young player or somebody who was in a reserve role, but they took a stance this season and really contributed to the wins for the team.
Brayson Hubbard, he was a guy that I've really been a big supporter of since he's gotten here. He's always been
Right.
about his business and just watching how hard he plays football. Like I've always loved the way that Hubbard plays football, and to see him have opportunity and take advantage of it to the fullest that makes me really happy because he's a guy who stayed the course and waited his turn, and he's reaping what he sowed right now. Like he's arguably one of the best defensive backs in the SEC right now. So I'm very excited to see how he continues to grow for the rest of this year and next year as well.
The month of December is a graduation month, T-Book. I can't remember if I asked you this. Are you on the path to graduate December or in the springtime, or what is your schedule right
Yes,
now?
I graduate next weekend, December
Did you ever
14th.
think that would happen? I mean, that's pretty nice to say you're going to graduate in December ahead of schedule, right?
Yeah, I knew it would happen because that's what I planned to do when I first got here. I was like, look, put me on the track to where I can graduate in December because um, I just wanted to take advantage of all of the opportunities that I had to take classes, get my first degree done, so I could get working on the second one possibly.
Yeah. At the University of Alabama, can you describe, T-Book, the academic support to let people know that, the university makes a lot of money with their athletic program, but they do devote quite a bit of investment in supporting the student athlete academically?
So the academic support we have here is I truly believe second to none. Like anything that we need help with, they have the person in house to help us. But if they don't, they're going to go out of house to find exactly what we need. Like the support we have here is great, and I'm very thankful to have it. Like we have a lot of great support here.
Oh, yeah. T-Book, you had some speakers this year, right? Can you tell people some of the speakers you had maybe before the season or during the season, and maybe some that you enjoyed?
So we always have speakers during fall camp, and some of the ones I enjoyed the most was Hunter Pinky. He came. Two other guys who are a bit more famous are Chris Paul and J.J. Watt. So just hearing how both of those guys approach their game, and the thing that I took from both of them is like their passion and how much they love whichever sport they were in. Like Chris Paul just
Yeah.
loves basketball. He understands that he may not be the younger player he used to be, but he's
Right.
still going to go out there and give his all, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to help his team win. And I feel like a lot of guys take heed to that in understanding like everybody has a role and we just have to play it. And then JJ Watt, what we learned from him is like how like his the burning desire to be dominant, the burning desire to dominate. That's something that we took from him as well. So just to just be around both those guys who are at elite who were elite at their sports was great. And it was great to learn from them and be around them and meet them in person.
Did you ever make any suggestions at all on the speakers through the years? Did you ever hint? Give a strong.
They're always selected prior to fall camp, so we don't have a say so. But one thing I can say, we haven't had a bad speaker since I've been here. Every speaker that's come through has been great.
Yeah, you could be a speaker, T-Book. I guarantee you could be a speaker.
I hope they ask me to come back one day.
Oh, I think you'll be asked by not only Alabama but some other people along the way, T-Book. I really believe so. You have that infectious enthusiasm and forthright. T-Book, there was a little bit of let's say extracurricular activity during that game, the Auburn game. But I think I saw you run over there and try to make sure that your teammates got back to the huddle and everything, or whatever happened.
Yeah, again, we just had to make sure that we're always keeping our composure. And I have a little brother, so I always know what it's like for when they try to pick with you and mess with you. So me having that experience with Mason, that helped me with my little brother, my in-state little brother, that being Auburn, keeping the cool with my teammates. So.
I hear you. T-Book, one other thing I was going to ask you, there's a lot of flag planting, and I don't know how you feel about it, but Coach Bryant of Alabama, he always would say, always show your class. If you don't, it doesn't matter. And I think flag planting on the logo, I'm not for, but if you want to plant your flag in front of your band and your fans, because you're a guest in the house of a team, I think that's acceptable. But for me, I don't know how you feel, but I just wonder if you wanted to voice your opinion about flag planting on someone's logo.
I feel like you have to be ready for what comes with that. And for the teams so from both perspectives, like, yeah, you're excited, you just won a game, but you, like you say, you should have class when you win. Like, I don't think that's the classiest thing to do, but if you're the team whose flag is being planted, you just better not lose. The best way to avoid having a flag planted on your logo is to win. So that should be the main focus. And you just got to roll with it. You got to roll with the punches. If you don't get the job done, you got to be ready for what comes with it.
I hear. Hey, T-Book, tell everybody about your website, how they can find out about you and purchase some merchandise and have some fun.
Yes, so you can learn more about me and purchase some of my merchandise at www.IamTylerbooker.com. I really recommend purchasing some of my merchandise and learning more about me on that website. Y'all go check it out.
Hey, T-Book, are you going to get a chance to go home for a few days for the holidays?
I'm not sure yet because I don't know how everything is going to work out with the playoff for the bowl game. So
yes.
I'm not completely sure yet.
Hey, T-Book, it's been fun. The Book Report. Tyler Booker, T-Book from New Haven in the house. Thank you so much, T-Book.
Thank you. You have a good one, AP. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All
Bye-bye
right.
now.